Anyone see Manchester United? De Gea, Dallo, Varane, Martinez, Malaysia, Shaw, Casemiro, Sabitzer, McFred, can you hear me? You must have won a beating. Anthony, Vegas, Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes, can you hear me? You must have won a beating. Rashford, Alanga, Ten Hag, Hugh Wozencroft, Tyson Fury, Old Trafford, Sir Alex Ferguson, Fred the Red. Can you hear me, Fred the Red? You must have won a beating.
Terrible. Welcome to another episode of the CrossAnNod podcast. Usually, I was supposed to schedule this recording to be after our, triumph in the Carabao Cup. I was in 7 heavens then, now I'm in 7 hells. So, here we are.
7 hells, 7 stages of grief on every day of the week, bro.
Oh my god, so hence the intro. So once again, proper intro, CrossAnNod podcast. Episode number, tell me I'm not good with numbers. OG number, what is this?
Number 7.
No, it's not. Bro. Stop that.
Stop that. Bro, I think that's the theme. Even if today is not
we're going to skip episode 6.
We're going to skip number
6.
So yes, this is the CrossAnNod podcast and we're back for another episode. So guys, now how are we doing it
Episode
today?
7 of the
What's up, my bro?
Yes, earlier proclaimed.
Yeah.
Don't repeat that 8 times now.
Yeah, they're proclaimed. Now you know. Caesar, I get one question for you. No vex you. Do you still have faith in this Ten Hag era like this? Based on recent turn of events.
That's a ridiculous question.
No, valid question.
It's no longer Ten Hag. No be Ten Hag, na 7 Hag.
Okay, sorry, bro. Yeah. 7. Because me, I never see coach we concede 7 goals. We make am for that club. Like, bro. Serious
we
concern.
suffered a lot of beating under Fergie as well. Well, not a lot, but we had some crazy results under Fergie as well to Man City. Bro, anyway, to answer your question, of course I have faith in him.
Okay. Alright, time will tell. David, how you feeling now? Arsenal are just showing mentality.
You know it.
No man's business.
You know it.
You know it's sweet past that game. Now when Liverpool fans start to sing Viva Ronaldo. I was like, perfect day. 7 hours, I go sleep tonight. So Caesar, what you saying?
If you say today man you don't win, Caesar, you know go hear word by the beginning. Na glory man United.
Was still going to end with glory man United because I have to celebrate my victory in the cup. So I brought a trophy to this podcast. And then Los Blancos to celebrate their FIFA Club World Cup too. I have a segment for that where we celebrate the trophies. So that one will be there. Arsenal, you don't want anything yet, but when you win the league, don't worry, we'll give you a proper trophy celebration as well. So right now I'm just allowing you guys to get your shit off. When you're done getting your shit off, we'll get to today's program. So go on. I'm giving you the floor. I'm allowing you to enjoy yourself. You're more even interested.
I can't finish you.
You're more interested in the game than I am. But do you know one thing that I actually like during
Martinez the butcher?
We allow me to talk, but you just want to banter. That's why I said you are bringing me in. As Kuku allow now. You know what? Continue. When you're ready, let me know.
Oh yeah. Talk.
Bruno, my captain. Papa just dey fall up and down. Captain is on me.
They para for referee up and down. Like say that referee cause all their miseries. Bruh, beautiful game, man. Beautiful game. I was just the only thing that pain me to say. So some of my OGs did here, Casemiro, Varane, but regardless, man, it was lovely to see. Lovely to see.
Now why Casemiro come out talk say, I don't want to disrespect La Liga. but
No
the
mind
English,
them.
the English league is tougher.
In the craze. Go to chop 7 up and down. Don't forget some of the values in his team now. Ingo currency.
No worry, Kamavinga has showed him how to anchor in midfield in Anfield.
Bruh. Come out to score 5 goals. Control the game. No go they allow them Cody Gakpo, the Darwin Nunes, the stunt against you. They score 2 goals. Everybody can share goal. One by one. Pa.
Bobby Firmino said enter, chop one.
As a guy, chop legend go. chop farewell go.
He give man you goodbye present. Say, no, don't forget me. I know you.
Oh, God. Alright. Let's get busy. Caesar, let's get busy. What you say? What you say, my bro?
Yeah. So now back to the schedule of the day. Getting our jokes off and all of that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So want to talk about our mentality today. Top mentality, what it takes. The side of the game that you don't really see. I think like football is like 2 elements. There's always the side where when it comes to like skill, technique, how you exert yourself physically. And then there's always the mental fortitude. That's a whole different ball game. But that really adds to your game. It adds to your physical exertion self. Because there are certain players that might not even be the most talented footballers, but achieved a lot because of their high level of mentality. And then you have some rare cases of players that had very high level of mentality and talent. Like Ronaldo is the perfect example of that anyway. Someone that
Yeah.
you can say like they're like at equal levels, his talent and his mentality and all of that.
His mentality.
Yeah. And then I want to look at the United game in the perspective of that topic in terms of like the mentality and all of that. Although, you can try and give excuses in terms of the result, not the scoreline. Not the scoreline. The result is not a shock. The scoreline is bizarre. But the result is not a shock. United could have lost.
My guy said bizarre.
Yes, no. It's bizarre.
Liverpool just they make you use English today. Come on.
I always use English now. Check out every
Come on.
podcast.
Bizarre.
Diction is on point.
Bizarre.
That's a guy.
Caesar, the result was bizarre.
It was now. The result, the scoreline. Yes, no. Am I going to come here and deny it? No.
No, of course not. Even the blind can see that results now. Really, why me?
Straight up. It's even crazy. Like when I was watching it, there was someone with me, and then she was like, she's never interested.
Oh,
in football, for real. 3, 4. Next thing is like, this is not the thing that carried trophy the other day.
Bruh.
Like, not trying to ask me questions, trying to engage me. But obviously in a teasing manner, I didn't answer. No. She knew. Normally doesn't try and engage me or try to like act interested in football. But because she knew that, oh wow, this is looking bad. And funny that I stopped the game at 4. Because they wanted to do something else. I just watched it. I was just seeing a lot 5, 6, 7. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there. Let me go back to the points. In terms of what was I saying that the result, the scoreline was bizarre, but you could have seen the results coming in terms of like, I was hoping it won't be like after the Barca game, for example. I was hoping that this team are about to lose, and I was hoping it will not go and be against Newcastle. I was nervous. I was more confident of beating Barca than Newcastle. So I just had nerves about that final, but we won. I was happy. Then I'm thinking, it's West Ham that will probably now go and lack like this. But we did lack, to be honest, against West Ham. We lacked. We've been lacking a few games, but they've just been getting away with it. Yeah, they've been getting away with it. And so you could have seen that coming. But I think
now why I like you go call yourself out.
For sure now. But I think also mentally, like, they kind of switched off in terms of, like, they kind of underestimated Liverpool. I feel from, like, Ten Hag's point of view, I can't be too harsh on all of them, to be honest. Yeah. But at the same time, like, I can still call little wrongs that I see. Obviously, as outsiders, it's normal for you guys to blast them and call them like they're useless. But me as a fan, I can't do that because they've been of high value so far. So I cannot say because they lost 7 I'll be on their back on, like, unreasonably. I would not. But I can still, like, criticize some things for Ten Hag. Like, I feel like he underestimated the Anfield atmosphere and the animosity that exists between Liverpool and United. Like, off air, we were talking and I was trying to say that the pressure...
This is first time.
Well, yes, now. This is the first time. He has gone to Anfield before, but it was like no crowd. He was doing that no crowd era. You feel me? But coming to Anfield with it, another thing different from coming to Anfield with Manchester United. That's even my point. Like, that's it. Like, during Fergie's era, if they lose against United, for like 2 days, they won't see Fergie in quarantine. He'll be that pissed that he will not even want to see any of the players. Like, you almost damn near keep malice with them. Like, that was how high they held the animosity with Liverpool. So, Liverpool was seen as the enemy. In fact, I saw one clip of Patrice Evra and he was talking and he was saying, like, this is how, in terms of mentality before entering the season, these are the people that he, like, pinpoints. It's like, Liverpool is the enemy. That's how he sees it. Liverpool, your enemy. City, they're the noisy neighbors. He said Chelsea, because at the time, during that point Patrice Evra was playing, Chelsea, if you beat them, it's likely you're winning the league if you beat them. Then Arsenal, he said Arsenal always baby, you know, because he always smacks them around and stuff like that. So basically, just speaking to how all these people view each other, because that is also important, like on the field. I feel like Liverpool mentally safe. Why he got to 7? Because there are two sides to it. United gave up. On a mental note, they gave up. Like, oh God, I just don't want to be here. I want just let them blow the final whistle. But like, giving up doesn't make the time go faster. Especially if the other team mean you, and they be like, okay, no worry.
They mean you.
They've been seeing headlines. They've been seeing, United are back. United won a trophy. Ten Hag is this. Ten Hag is that. They've been seeing all of that, and they have been boiling them. Like, I would love to destroy these guys. So that's the wrong game for you to not be like, fuck, man, I give up. But it's the Anfield atmosphere that will do that to you, to be honest. But I think, like, the preparation for the game, fatigue plays a factor on, like, ball, especially mentally. But I think they were not locked in for this game. Liverpool were locked in. There was nothing. They were locked in. And also, like, formation wise, Bruno playing on the left, Weghorst playing 10. Like, Weghorst not dead. So we just gotta say,
yeah.
That guy's in a
I can say that pressing monster, and I'll say they help the team.
Now we see they talk. Me, I know the Jack in steez at all. In fact, I have like a fight. This Man U group chat where like they like praising Weghorst, and I'm always like attacking them. That waiting they worry you now. One guy was like, Weghorst is the favorite United player. I'm like, stop pandering, bro. Stop that. That's what it's why would be your favorite team with Casemiro Day, the best.
I beg, I don't stain my guy right. So basically, they capitulated.
Yeah, I think
the team capitulated.
I think Liverpool wanted it more. I feel like. Or that second half. You know what I was wondering? I was always wondering, like, what the fuck did Ten Hag tell themselves at halftime? Because when when a team does very well, we try and like credit the manager, like off the break, like we've been doing that to Ten Hag. We've been giving him praise if they are losing at halftime. And second half they come with energy and they make some tactical substitution and it seemingly works. So I'm like, okay, he also needs to get some slack for like when he goes the other way. Especially when it's this bad.
Yeah.
When it's this bad, it's like everybody is
let's call it spade. Yeah. that performance was that second half performance from Man U was unprofessional. Bro, from minutes,
Bro,
I think when it was like 2-0,
It was, to be honest.
they lost their heads.
Same, I've
Every
seen
one
that.
of
They
them.
lost
Did you
their
guys notice when Anthony? Did you notice when Anthony lashed out at someone? I've forgotten who it was.
Yeah, I saw
Bruno,
that.
Anthony, Shaw, they all lost their heads completely. That's why they considered 6 in that second half.
Sure.
So I understand that like they've built up credit in the bank and it's hard to like it's similar with Arsenal too. When we went through our bad parts, like I couldn't blame them.
I'll allow
And
you go.
I get where you're coming
question.
from.
I want to ask you a question. Do you like, you wanted me to come with the energy of, oh, fuck these players, fuck this, fuck this. Guy, you know, like, this is like 3 days ago. I'm not Hulk now. Like,
I'm
I
not
have
asking you to
reasoned
come
it.
with that.
I've
Just
swallowed it. I won't come here and be like, oh, United, fuck them. Oh, fuck all these players. Because like you're trying to say like you are disappointed at me, seeing it from the positive angle I'm seeing it from. What am I supposed to do?
Can I finish? So what I'm not happy with, like your submission has been like balanced so far, but what I'm not happy with is the fact that you said you can't blame them too much. Yeah, I understand like you can't blame them too much, but bro, after watching that, okay, you said you turned off your TV, so you probably didn't see the whole thing. Bro, those guys lost their heads. It was like they gave up. It was like, I don't even play. Let the game finish at minute 60. That's when I began to feel sorry because I wanted you to lose, obviously, but like when I started to see that the Man U players were not even putting any effort, like it was no longer a competition, it was no longer a football game, it was just attack versus defense. They down tools. It's like you're playing FIFA with someone and the person just drops pad. That's how we felt watching that game. Completely unprofessional, bro. So I get that they built up credit in the bank, but come on, man, not to that level. 7-0, 6 in the second half. 6 goals in 45 minutes. Are you joking?
There was a goal that it was from a Luke Shaw clearance, bro. Like a Luke Shaw clearance. Like the way he cleared that ball, I've never seen such a nonchalant clearance in my life before. Just cleared it anyhow. And of course, I think the ball hit Salah and dropped, or he hit Firmino and dropped for Salah's second goal.
Yeah, I actually saw that goal, like passing by the TV today. I saw that particular goal you're talking about. I'm like, look at Shaw.
As in guy.
Shaw played that ball like a 10-year-old.
Bro, you played this guy as a guy.
Do you know what I saw when I saw that? I just flashbacks of last season. I'm like, oh, this reminds me of the Ole Ragnick era. That's how they were doing in those games. They cap it. That Liverpool, in fact, it's funny. Liverpool is one of the teams that did that to them last season. That made them feel the way you guys are describing right now. Last season, it was Liverpool that did that. So I think there's even some traumatic,
some mental,
like PTSD from Liverpool. For real. I remember looking at their faces. Like this one was even at Old Trafford when Salah scored that hat trick, the 5-0. Maguire, Shaw gone. Shaw when he's like when Shaw is gone, he's gone. Because when he's fire, he's Roberto Carlos. But when he's gone, he's like he looks a shadow of himself. He looks so timid. He doesn't look like the same bombing forward Luke Shaw. He looks so timid, like
crazy, bro. So how does this tie into the mentality business of the game? You know, what makes it?
They didn't take this game as we're going to face Liverpool. You feel me? And like there was also kind of lack of professionalism, like you said, but like also you expect certain players, the Varans, the Casemiros, the Brunos, to be like, you know what? Let's just lock up shop.
As in shut this down.
Let's lock up shop. They're beating us. We cannot win this game. At 3-0, that's what you should be doing at 3-0. Okay, don't let's concede again.
Guys, shut it down.
Again. Let's just lock up. Well, I think that's where maybe you can see the mental fatigue also kicked in. But it's like there's no excuse really, to be honest. No matter what, like I just feel they didn't lock in. Pre-game, they did not lock in like, no, this is I'm going to Anfield. They're saying it as we'll go there, we'll beat them, we're confident. Because first half they played okay. Okay. Played okay. In fact, they had the better chances first half. But 7 hells,
So what's
man.
up
7
with
hells. 7 hells.
Yeah,
That's
on to
basically
the
what it is. But I
mentality
think we
gist
all
of
can.
today.
Yeah. I think the mentality thing is even going to be an all-season thing in terms of let's just view football from that perspective, you know. And like what Arsenal's last minute winner will do to them, and what in fact from the mentality place, you know, sometimes in order to motivate yourself, let me explain. Let me use real life now because I feel like football is life. You know when you have this bad breakup, that bad breakup that you get in your bag, that bro, is that like the hustle that you're going to hustle right now, you're cashing out the show, or maybe like you're lucky and you don't go to the gym, like bro, within like 2-3 weeks you're looking like Hulk Hogan in 90s, bro. Like you're putting that, you're using that energy to do just that type of thing. Sometimes like it's easier to motivate yourself when something really bad happens. So off that 7-0 now, the only way you can look at it from someone of the top mentality is, oh, that next game.
Yeah, Europa now against the
and the game after that, because it's such an heavy loss that the only thing you want to do is like go again. You are more motivated than ever now. Energy now just come from anywhere. It's just in you now. That 10% sharpness that you try so hard to make a habit comes naturally now when something that bad happens. It's just like for Arsenal now, the way they are getting their late winners, it builds belief that normally is done from winning titles, but you start deluding yourself into we are always going to win. We'll get over the line. We believe in ourselves. Head up mentality, you know. Anytime Arsenal concede in the Emirates, the fans start shouting after. They almost try and even overshadow the away team from their celebrations,
bro,
by screaming Arsenal. You know.
Now, wow, this guy, they watch our games now.
Bro, no, I'm a football observer, bro. Anything that is on their way to the title, I will observe every step of the way. Like every little nuance that they add to their quote unquote double pun and Arsenal, what they add to their Arsenal type of thing. So, like during Friday, there were different things that we do. You know, like
Anfield. Caesar, you said that they get the 10%. Nice double pun. Nothing we defeat no to do.
Like Anfield, the way like the atmosphere, the things they do little things like, okay, I remember City on their way to the title. They were facing a Burnley Shondike. Pitch dry as fuck. The grass man, they didn't wet it well enough on purpose. So the ball
on purpose now, just to disrupt the game.
Slowly, yeah. So like during halftime, normally they will even now wet it up again. They didn't.
Yeah.
So Pep was been touching the grass and he's like, eventually they won that game though. I think it was 1 year or something. They squeezed it out. But there are those little things, all these things, and I feel like Arsenal's zone is coming from the top. Like there is spine, not only in terms of their team, but from the board to the backroom staff to everything. They're all like aligned with one goal. Like it's like, because like I don't think it's a coincidence that the fans are doing that in terms of like backing them every time.
Bro, you dey read Arsenal news? Because this one don't pass you, they watch our matches.
I'm just a very good observer now, like of football. Like that's just it. City too, this is how I paid attention to them that year when they were going to their title run and everything. Like it gets to certain stages of the game where the fans know what to do. They pick up. United was like that too. When once we are facing the stressful end, we are beating you. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
Like there's nothing I can add more to what you said, to be honest. But I just want to give credit to Arteta. Because when his first day in this job, he made a statement that is coming through today, and it's all what you just said from the outside looking in epitomizes like the job Arteta has done. He said he wants to build the connection back between the fans and the club, and he has done it. Like everyone is on the same page, from the board to Arteta's coaching staff to Arteta's backroom staff. Sorry, to the training ground backroom staff, the kitchen people, everybody is on the same fucking page. The fans, and the players in general. Like it's like everyone is singing from the same hymn sheet.
Yeah.
And you can only that's only because of the work at it as well. I was listening to Sex Fabregas after we beat. Who did we beat? I think was it Villa or Leicester? And he said he was at the training ground recently, and he said Arteta has completely revamped the place compared to what he knew last his last time at Arsenal. And like the messages on the walls, the little things, like the diet. Granit Xhaka also said in an interview like a couple of weeks after that, the diet has changed. Everyone so. From the outside looking in, that observation that you made is all credit to the manager, and I can understand where, of course, we couldn't see it as fans because, of course, Arsenal over the years, we've not been, we've not been performing at this level, right? But, it has just come together this season. And when you begin to think about the little steps that we've been taking the past 3 years that he has been here, it makes sense. Do you get?
Yeah.
Well, of course,
Yeah.
I'm speaking from the benefit of hindsight.
No, I feel sometimes you actually see, for me, in terms of United, I see Ten Hag trying to do it, and I'm giving him a lot of credit because it's harder for him in the sense that the administrative level. But I think I can also give a little bit of credit to Richard Arnold too, person that took over from Ed Woodward in terms of because of everything that is going on in terms of the ownership change, and you don't really know what to expect in the future. Like all those things limited us to in terms of transfers. Like that's why Weghorst came in. Cody Gakpo should be in United. I feel that even reinvigorated him in terms of that match. He had more ginger. Like, no, I will show these people they should have bought me.
As you see,
He was playing like that. Like he wanted to make a statement.
Yeah,
and I really
impressed
wanted him. I was not very disappointed the board didn't get him. I was already claiming him, to be honest, as a United boy, Gakpo. I was already doing that, so not coming hurt. So I think it's harder, but he's doing it. Like Ten Hag says some clever things during his press conference. The way he'll be like, "Oh, I know the crowd will be behind us. Oh, I know the da da da." He does it to actually make the crowd behind them. He's giving them instructions through their press conference, but in a coded way. Arteta does it too. Says things like that. That we have the best supporter. Oh, the crowd. It gives them credit too, to let them know that okay, we are all going along together. So I see Ten Hag trying to build that camaraderie within it. But one thing he has gained from the fans is trust. That's why I was speaking the way I'm speaking. It sounds irritable to you. Nah. But he has gained
But
trust.
this trust, is it because of that trophy?
It's not the trophy now. Before the trophy, bro, from where United were last season to the 7-0 that you're shouting about, that is the quote-unquote freak result. Was that was the performances every week. Every other week last season.
In quotes.
It's free, the freak result. Now,
when 7 will be freak results, please.
No, yes, it is now. Of course,
no quote anything. Okay.
But I just said quote just to make it be I'm not making any excuse for the result. That's what I was saying.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, made me lose my train of thought. What was I saying?
You're talking about the trust that you have with Ten Hag now.
Oh yeah. The trust that is where we were coming from in terms of that timid performance that you saw against Liverpool was United every week last season. Every week. The result may not be as bad as 5 and 6 every week, but the performance was as bad as that every week. And we went from that to where we're at the stage right now, where as a United fan, I fully believe any team that comes to Old Trafford is getting it. You are going to be beat. Any team in the world. So he did that. I could never have seen that from where we were looking before. In terms of last season.
Fair enough. So
he has done
with
that.
the whole mentality, the mentality of
even
the
in
team,
the mentality of the team has improved. It has improved. There's no doubt safe about that. Players like Casemiro has helped with that. Lisandro, Varane, even Bruno, for all the flack you guys give him, he has his leadership qualities. There's no doubt about that. He has his leadership qualities.
Starts with the coach.
What?
The coach is involved. I said mentality starts with the coach. That's what you're trying to do. David, you agree too.
Yeah. I think it's a lot better for a team. In fact, I think it's damn near impossible for a team to achieve like a Premier League success, something as hard as Premier League success, Champions League success, even winning the La Liga, if you don't have that elite mentality as the coach, especially sustained success, you can get your one-off, you just happen to win the title, Leicester type of P, Tottenham, you competed once, Arsenal and all of their fake compete that year, compete in January, all those type of P. All those types of things. That is like, there is that, but then there is what Mourinho did, built a team. Like, to do that one comes from the manager. It's not a mistake now that all these guys that have done this, legends, like most of them legends that have won leagues in England. Look at Arsene Wenger now. Came and changed the game. Changed the game. The mentality started from him. It has to even start from the coach. If it doesn't, like honestly, the coach, when it comes to like winning a trophy, the coach deserves the most credit. When it comes to building your team to do that, he's the one that makes everything tick, from like what David was saying in terms of like the backroom staff, in terms of the diet, the kitchen. He's the one that sets that. It's just like the father in the house.
Because coaching is not just
it's when you start passing your responsibility that you start lacking. Same thing with like fathers in the house, where you be like, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't do it. Like, okay, but you're the one that's supposed to put them in the position to be able to do this, to be able to do that. You're the one that's supposed to show them the way. They are not just supposed to have the way from anywhere. It is you. So it starts from the coach. I think you also need it in your team too, though.
Yeah. In the team, I think, like, for me, emotional maturity is also like a big part of it. Like, to get that elite mentality to be able to win any game and also have that confidence regardless of how many goals you consider. There's also an emotional side to it. And the reason why that emotional side is touch we got right now, because it's something my star boy, Vinny Jr. needs to like work on, like big. Like, I'm not taking away from the racism, of course, the whole racism conversation and in suffering racist chant. That's valid, the interaction to it is valid, but unfortunately it has gotten to the point where like is now conflicting that with the refereeing decisions. Like every single game, Vinny Jr. has something to see with the referees. Like, bro, it's getting too much. Like, even sometimes I'm like, guys, that's not really a foul. Like, it's different when it is a foul and the ref doesn't play. But I'm like, bro, like, deep down your heart, I think that's not a foul. Just play ball. Like, it's gotten so good that these people have to foul you every time. Don't complain to the ref about it. Just play ball in spite of it. They make me think of Michael Jordan.
I beg, forget Michael Jordan. Of Bukayo Saka.
Bro.
You know what talk about? You know what talk? Are you joking? They know the foul who? Caesar.
The fact Saka is one of the most foul players in the league, no doubt about that. He gets kicked around a lot.
Like, that is loud.
I won't start. Every
We need the most foul player in the top 5 leagues. You can't compare the way his foul with the way Saka's foul.
But I want to add something though. I just want to. I agree with you. I feel like maybe he's doing it too much. I agree with that. I want to play devil's advocate here for a bit. I agree that but like in general, when it comes to like talking to the referee and doing all of that, I won't lie to you. It works. There is a way to manipulate the referee with your attitude. There is. You make the game harder for the referee. Facts, especially when you are behind. It works. I notice players do it. These are just part of the little nuances that you won't just really observe if you're just a casual viewer and stuff like that. But there are times, in fact, there are certain players that the ref have different respect for them. You see it in the games. You see certain players commit fouls that should be fouls. Or it could be a foul, they won't give him a yellow because he's that player and the relationship that he has conjured up with the referee. I see it for KDB a lot. I see someone like Company. There are just so many people that they are different. Someone like Rio, during his time as captain, will say certain shit to the referee that if another player said it, you get a yellow for it. Because Rio has built up that reputation with the refs that they can't be yellow carding him for that. Bruno is an example of that too. He does it too much. Like, for example, the bad side of it is now what we saw at Anfield. That's when it now goes way bad. But a lot of times, Bruno talking to the referee, being in his ear, making the game hard for him, it works in Man U's favor a lot of the times. It puts more pressure on the referee to give certain decisions your way. All those 50-50 decisions now, you're putting pressure on the referee, especially when you're at home, to weigh it to your side. That's when so decisions happen and say it's home, and people are like, oh, home doesn't matter, all those things. It matters. There are certain ways where they manipulate the referee, quote unquote, and then the referee matters. Some referees are stronger than others in terms of mentality. Some of them can see through it, some of them can read it, some of them have that mental fortitude too. A lot of them fall. Facts. So like that works, especially when you are being attacked, you need to be pointing it out to the ref. You can't just say, we'll be taking it in. No. See now, Saka might not have that attitude of doing it, but don't worry. When Saka is being fouled, Chaka will go to the ref every time and let him know, see, they fouled him again. Go and meet him, see, he has fouled him again 3 times. Maybe if I fouled him 2, they'll lie 3. See, Ateta will do it. They'll foul Saka 3 times, Ateta will be doing it, and that's 5 now, come on. He does it. You put pressure on the ref, you make the decisions harder for him. It's still part of that mentality conversation. Like, there's a whole mind game that's going on in football that is different from what you're looking at in terms of the ball moving from side to side. So that's just another angle from that space. But I agree with you, you should, be tempered with it.
Yeah, bro, like...
I think it's the Brazilian Portuguese
like
that.
Bro,
he's not the only Brazilian that can dribble now. There are a lot more Brazilians.
No, I'm even saying in terms of their attitude. That's how they do. Neymar does like that too. Neymar, we've complained about Neymar doing that too.
Neymar does it too now.
Neymar doesn't lash out the way Vinny has been lashing out.
Neymar
lashes out.
Of course, every player, even Saka that can blood also lashes out. But Vinny is obvious that he's doing it in a childish way. Like,
bro,
do you know what I mean? Like, just like you just mentioned, every single. Is it the only 21-year-old playing football?
There are not a lot of 21 years in his position of pressure. They're talking about giving him the number 7 now. Like, bro, it's different. It's like Madrid is on his shoulders, damn near. Obviously, Benzema too, but like, Benzema is about being ushered out. Let's be real. Benzema doesn't have
no louder.
See, why? Do you know why? Do you know why I think? I think Vinny is not ready to accept the fact that he is the man in that team and he's the one that the opposition will try to take out.
He's the one.
He hasn't clicked in his head that I am the man. Do you understand what I mean?
Easy ball with him. Like, guy, you are good.
Exactly.
They have to
the moment he clicked in his head that it is me the opposition will try to stop, all those fouls will be vetting him again. He will just take it as part of the game. And that's the level that Saka has reached in Arsenal. He knows that if Arsenal wants to do anything, it is me that it is going to go through. So many times he gets like even now I was complaining a couple of weeks back that why is it that like 80% of our attack is going through the right when we also have a capable winger on the other side, Marceloni. But the truth of the matter is Saka is the best player in the team. Jesus is out. So it's just normal that no matter what we want to do, the opposition would always focus on taking out Saka. And the moment he clicks in his head with Vinny that I'm the one that they were going to take out, I'm the man in this team, I'm the one that makes shit happen, then a lot of those childish lashing out, being angry that they fouled him, we just take it as part of the business and we move on.
Yeah.
And it also ties back to the mentality conversation.
There's sometimes I should be angry. Like, I guess Caesar's point about, the mind games with the referee and all, but like, you cannot really be mind game when it is every foul. Like, from the very first time that they hit you, bro, guy, should be able to take it in stride.
All right. I feel like there's been a good talk. I want us to continue this mentality conversation, but from the point of view of maybe Arsenal in their pursuits. We've spoken to them, but like other champions, how I see it, how I saw them how they won me over. Let me put it that way, because this is what I do. Yeah, this is what I do. For every team that is trying to challenge to win the league, as obviously as the team is not Man U, once it's not Man U, I hate. The natural hate comes up, dead, fit, normal. And whoever is the current champion is someone that I had to resign and just accept that Modi is the current champion. So whoever I want to be champion next has to be Man U. That's how I, make the logic in my head. So if it's not Man U, that other person, I'm not supporting you. That current champion, I support them. And most of the time, it's City. They're the current champion. So I'm like, this City, they don't show me saying that then. So I just accepted that I'm on that then. So there was a time where I'm like, Liverpool now. I want Liverpool to topple them. But when Liverpool now became serious, because I always liked Liverpool to beat them that year, because I knew Liverpool will win the league. When I was looking at Liverpool, we now win the league. Once they won the league, I'm like, fuck you. But I also accepted that, okay, they're of this level. Anyone that comes and tries to form, they're of that level. So Arsenal now, until they achieve it, that's where they can get that, okay, they win you over with like, okay, forget that you can play ball. Because that's not proving, football-wise, they deserve to win the league. With the football they played so far, you want to justify right now, they deserve to win the league. But I don't always view football just from that perspective. I watch the game in so many different facets of it. So I'm like, okay, you need to show me the other side too. Until you win me over, and I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it, man, congrats. Because when Arsenal win, it's not like I'll give them that congrats of you deserve it. You feel me? But if they lose, I go in. You get?
Yeah.
So I would like us to continue that. But before we wrap up and like dish out and stuff, it's been a good episode. You guys have crapped on me.
We punished you just like Liverpool punished you, bro.
I mean the way
I know you send them go buy bread.
Starting broke my heart. I know if you like, just that little.
We cut him from the right wing.
Like of all people, Lisandro.
Bro,
Martinez to Butcher.
He dazed him. He was dazed.
He was dazed, bro.
You didn't know where he was.
My guy lost balance.
But yeah.
Anyway, I know saying that they save your draft. All these ones saying that they dig up my team. They save your draft. I know. God no go agree for you. God no go agree for you.
So before we go, let's just a little bit of FPL, man. Let me bring out my phone. Let's just FPL.
This is where I exit the conversation.
Last few weeks,
David is the biggest FPL player. Yeah, man, you've been on form.
My FPL team has been. My FPL team has been in the mud.
What position are you, David? In the world?
Bro, I said this is where I exit the conversation. Why you want cast me now?
Check, man. Don't matter.
Yeah, let's check.
In fact, you know why I even want to check? I want to, if you would take heed to me and follow my tutelage, by this time next season, you'll see where you'll be at, and the listeners will also see, your growth under the season.
So what are you saying, bro? This week in FPL, double game weeks for Southampton, Brentford.
Yeah, something about double.
What are you plotting?
To be honest, I don't want to talk about other people and their teams and like what people are planning to do, what they want to do. I want to dive into that aspect. But first of all, now, David has actually run away for you. David, come now. Let's start with you now. Don't worry.
Bro, David. Man.
I thought so. I don't exit conversation. Since I didn't want.
But like, okay, do you know what is your difficulty in FPL though? Because there are a lot of people like you, so I want to hear from that perspective. What do you feel is your hardest?
The issue is I try day different. I don't want to do what everybody do.
Yeah,
last week I casted like mad. So I captained Nketiah for double game week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now Nketiah Agbera. That was the week the guy decided to pano. He completely died. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
And the funny thing is, I had Rashford in my team. I could have just captained Rashford, JJ, and I'd have had all the points. But the week I now captained Rashford was the week they went to chop 7-0. I'm like,
as in guy, as in Miss FTC I wise because everybody don't cap Haaland. We just give them 3 last
Four.
I think 4. Yeah, I thought Rashford will score like 1 or 2 goals now. Or more. In fact, when United were losing like 2-0, I was even happy. I said, oh yeah, Rashford. Times to even just score for me. Like I don't even need you to win.
Because actually, Rashford also scores against the big team, so it made sense.
Yeah,
like,
you get now. It makes sense. Who knows? Man, you go capitulate.
Yeah. But yeah, Sha, I get that. But I'll say this, Sha, just for everyone listening and stuff. And you said, David, I understand the need to want to do different. But the thing about going against the grain is this. You need to look at where you are at. You feel me? Where you are at determines you now going against the grain. You're trying to catch 100 people. You are 100 places behind. You won't come to form difference. No. You need to look at what all these people are doing that is making them get better than you. And first of all, emulate that. First of all, build your base. There's always a base that you build. There are certain players that you see that more someone pick from. Take him straight up. Okay, let me build up this one. This person has showed trust. He has showed value. I can go with him. Okay, I can go this way. But I think the attention to detail is also very, very key when it comes to this FPL. Attention to detail is very, very key. Planning ahead is the most key thing. And that's what most people don't do. Most people that play the game every week, that make substitutions every week, make contributions every week, where they lose it is the next step for them. Because first of all, it's consistency in this FPL. Once you master consistency, the next step is like how to start planning ahead. Because it looks daunting sometimes.
Staying ahead of the curve.
Yeah, like how to start looking at, okay, I need to look at my team in a way for how it to serve me in the next 3 weeks. 3-4 weeks. Okay, what permutations will happen? And how would they affect this player, that player, this team? Once you start looking at it like that, it becomes easier. Because then you trust in your team more. Like, a crazy start for me. Like, I've not gotten any minus this season.
Mad.
As in, I've not taken one minus this season.
Not bad.
You feel me? And though I've dropped rank a bit this last couple of weeks, but like, I'm still very high up.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm still very high up. Yeah, I'm still topping every league I'm competing in. So
not for long though.
Yeah.
If you keep your form.
Yeah, no. Not I'm just about to pick up again like this. So that's even the mad thing. So like it makes me happy knowing that through my bad spell, like this is my bad spell. My bad spell is me being on top everywhere. So like, bro, the sky is the beginning for me, sir. So I'm just looking like once I pick form. Out of here. But yeah, sure, let's just look at this double game. I feel like this is a good time to reshuffle teams, use wildcards and all of that. This is a good time for that. So if you want to reshuffle your team, you should be looking to do that about now. Dave, you still have your wildcard here?
I used my wildcard a couple weeks back, like 2 weeks ago.
Mad. So wait, what's your current team looking like right now?
Bro, waiting be this. You see they play this thing, you know, we just they talk. We just do like say you know they touch your team at all. I show you the
No, I know they touch
me, I don't think they try. No. Why they tell us? They just confess. Tell us your problem. Let's help you out.
I think they try your best.
I don't
make I don't lie. I forget sometimes. I forget to like when Cesar spoke about consistency. Or like this guy just they talk to me like. So I'm not the most consistent, but then when I even try to even do something, I always miss the ball because of the whole. Of course,
this is exactly why I want you to
at the time big differential.
Because the truth is like I had all these feelings coming up as an FPL player. I've been playing it for years, bro. When you get discouraged, don't be. It's part of the game. Even a good player, you have bad spells, but like when you're trying to build consistency and you see that this you made a decision that was bad, it discourages you. You don't even want to play again. But don't allow it. Just build the consistency for that every week. Okay, let me try. The thing is that you set realistic goals for yourself, step by step. Like you try and know where you're at. That okay, let me try and finish here this season. let me try that. Next season, we'll see what we can do. This is let me try and finish here. So sometimes you feel like you're far from your goal, but it's a lie. You can get there. Form goes up and down, up and down. The game is not just brrr. It's like Man U now. You know, you beat Barcelona, you win the cup, knock West Ham out of the FA Cup, then you lose 7. You know, all within a week.
My team looks like I've got Leno in goal, 3-5-2, Trippier, Nico Williams, Pedro Porro.
Why do you guys buy Nico Williams? Why?
David.
I don't know why people
What?
always buy that guy. I don't know why
You
you
bust my
FPL
head
players
till
fall
then.
for him. Why?
Nico Williams and Pedro Porro do your team.
That Pedro Perro na baller though.
Baller, but not an FPL
But
baller
Spurs
yet.
na dead. You get that's another thing. You allow players show you their metal. You don't just buy them. Like guy, they see some people they buy Modric, João Felix. I just they laugh.
Bro, me too.
See
I
Chelsea
saw.
fans. Chelsea fans.
Yeah.
When I just they use Chelsea buyers, they deceive when I say they buy Felix. The only Chelsea asset
so
I
in
can think of
midfield-
owning is Sterling. Go on, yeah, me
In
too.
midfield, I have Saka, Martinelli, Rashford, Bruno, and Mitoma.
That's not
Then
bad.
in attack, I have Kane and Haaland. So my issue, like this past couple of weeks, because they've actually been, apart from the ones that haven't been playing,
Wait, what's the bench looking like?
the bench, I have Foster, me, Bueno, and Nketiah. So Nketiah was in my lineup before, but they don't fall out of Arsenal starting 11. So.
Yeah, I think he even got injured against it.
So my captain picks, I've been very unlucky with captain picks. Like
That's
there was a time I
another
put it on
huge
Haaland
factor.
straight.
That thing fucked me up throughout one season like this. I was one, God. That captain pick can be a bitch sometimes, man.
Yeah, man. This last week, I could sense that I wasn't going to nail the captain pick. I could sense it that it was tricky. But the past few games, the game my captain not so bad.
But looking at your team, like, are you prepared for the blank in 27?
That's David.
Yeah, David, are you thinking about that?
So that's another thing that I need to do better. Me even know say blank day for 27.
You get all those information, you have to have it. Bro, like, only in a day, I go enter my FPL app, like, bro, I don't know. But when I'm locked in, I just go, I just check things, I just go on, like, bro, I just go into another world, I just start digging out things that I might not even use necessarily, but I just be digging in permutations, so many permutations in my head. Okay, this happens, what if that happens? But I feel like the next few weeks are very vital for everyone's season.
I feel like this, I did ready for blank when they come. I did ready for double game week when they come too for 29. I don't even need. I feel transfer though, depending on if players with some ridiculous form. Well, right now, even this week where we say Brentford and Brighton and Southampton get up, I'm ready. I'm locked in.
So man, that's our FPL roundup, man. Thank you guys for rocking with us, man. Thank you guys for enduring. If you're a United fan, we endured 7 hells with me.
Cesar's vibe for this podcast they're so low. I don't know if you argue very well.
It's
You don't even make points.
Funny things because I'm
I know easy to date 7
agenda
hells.
must agenda. Agenda must agenda.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to us, man.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Yep,
before we go, celebrating the Carabao Cup victory, you know, I'm the first, you know, to bring a local trophy to this podcast since we started recording.
7 heaven. Everything we remember. We don't think back more than 3 days.
We won the title, so I just want to do a little. I said the title. We won the cup. Let's just do a little, you know, celebration for
Congrats.
the cup.
Congrats on that, man.
Sounds of victory. This
That's
one,
happy.
I want the United fans to just hear the roar. That was when Rashford scored the second goal against Newcastle. Sounds of victory. Glory, glory, Man United. CrossAnNod Pod. It's a wrap, baby. Biggest team in the world. Greatest team in the world. Team of legends. Come on. Let's go. We birthed Cantona. We birthed Ronaldo. Beckham. So many legends have come through the beautiful arena called Old Trafford. It's a wrap, CrossAnNod.